You approach the mirror. You're gonna gaze into our reflection again. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You are nothing at all. Oh. I wanted to see me! But that isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze and then you see it, a figure, faint and veiled in shadow just beyond the reflection. You can see a bird head up at the top, but that's really it. Are you
I think you know what I am.
A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image in the glass in two. And then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. There's teeth here, and ooh, they blink. Eyes. I love that it's a photo. And more teeth down here. I want to ask why he wants us to slay the princess.
Because among other things, she is death itself. To rid the world of suffering, to save untold trillions from being lost forever to the cosmic wind, she must be destroyed.
I mean, the world needs death.
And despite how far you've fallen, you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone.
Oh, I can only ask so many questions. I wasn't supposed to see all this, was I?
You were either going to have seen all this, or you weren't going to have seen all this. This is worse, but you still have an opportunity to save the world. You can still slay her.
I'm gonna say you said she contains death. What is she?
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can.
Interesting. What would it be like to live in a world without her? I wanna choose that one.
Burdenless. An eternal pattern of forgetfulness leading into the joys of rediscovery. Everyone will be with the ones they love. No more fear, no more howling chaos. Just life. Forever.
His reward for us makes more sense now.
There's a cruel irony to it all. The only way I could share my dream with the world was to never be able to see it for myself.
Kind of a shitty dream, dude. I mean, he's obviously not gonna think that things will be worse if I destroy her. I wanna know who made me.
You're the long quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
Oh. So I am this place, essentially. You made us, and I want you to know that this has been torture. I do want to tell you that.
The inevitability of death is torture. I would gladly put two infinite beings through what you've been through to spare infinite lives from oblivion.
No. I have so many more questions than I thought we would. If she's capable of becoming whatever people believe her to be, can't I just will her into something small?
As you are now, you won't be able to will her into anything. You don't work the way a living being does. Not anymore. And as you were before, you couldn't be trusted with the knowledge of what she is. No one could be trusted with that knowledge. Intrusive thoughts have a way of creeping in and ruining everything. It's why I had to die.
Of all things, why is she a princess? Why couldn't she be an ant or a slice of soggy bread? Why did you make her a princess? How did you die?
I killed myself. It had to be done, really. None of this would have worked if I was still alive. Nobody living could know about her.
Huh. I want to ask if we just stay here.
It wouldn't work. Her nature as the shifting mound makes it so nothing can last forever as it is now. It wouldn't matter how long the two of you waited. Eventually she would find a way to leave. And then everything would change. Everything would face oblivion.
Not immediately.
Until then, the clock ticks on.
Death of the author, run out of questions, is the achievement that we just got. I'm gonna lie. I'm gonna tell him rest easy. I'm going to destroy her. I'm gonna lie to
Are
him.
you lying? I can't tell. But I've said my piece, and my time is up. I'm just an echo, and every echo fades away. You know what you have to do.
As the final fragment of glass shatters, you see yourself with a newfound clarity. The narrator was right. You are the Long Quiet, a vast and nascent god, and it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. Proceed to the cabin one last time. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find. Ooh! I don't know if we did a good thing by making her. Oh.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me.
She looks kind, at least.
It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
I want to know what she is. We can say, I've missed you too. Do you know about the echo? Did you hear our conversation? I'm the Long Quiet, but I don't really know what that means and what happens now. I want to say I've missed you too. She unfurls an endless cascade of smiles in response and then patiently waits for you to continue. I want to ask, do you know about the echo?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
Say, I'm the Long Quiet, but I don't know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the Shifting Mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
I mean, you kind of look like a lady on top of a shifting mound of ladies.
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes.
Interesting.
So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
Well, I know from Good Place that losing death in the world is not a good thing. I want to ask, there's stories left unfinished.
Even as your eyes begin to open, you still hold on to the notions of is and is not, of beginning and end. Pitch black islands in the blinding light of the infinite. There is nothing to resolve, nothing restraining us but us.
I'm gonna say if I let you out, entire world ends for good.
If you're saying that, it's because you don't yet understand. But we cannot use words alone to grasp at things that words cannot express. And you cannot rationalize with logic that which defies it.
I think she's just... I don't think it would end the world.
Violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
I had more questions.
I crush you. I bleed you. I grind you to paste. My scars are a memory of what you used to be to me. I want those feelings back.
So this would definitely be different if we had given her different vessels.
You run, but you do not run away. You take me somewhere new, somewhere we can dance like we used to. But I could not follow your steps. There was no better gift for me than the gift of defeat. You showed me how much more I could be. We made each other better. To have no challenge is to fade into nothing. A life without obstacles is no life at all.
I say you'd speak about life and death and change and stagnation, but that isn't what any of this has been about.
Oh, is it not? Perhaps you can enlighten me.
The boundless torrent of blades cut you from boundless angles. You are a body. You are gory ribbons. You are a body again. And you feel all of it.
I love seeing us in the background.
On and on it goes until your bodies are not your thoughts or not you. Alive, dead, then alive and dead, all at once.
You learned to put yourself away, and in your stillness you rose above me. You died countless steely deaths, and you lived countless short lives, and yet it is all so far behind you. I pushed you to a greatness you never would have reached without me.
Continue to appeal to your shared humanity. This has always just been about us, two people forced to hurt each other again and again and again, but we don't have to hurt each other anymore. I want to appeal to her again.
You cling to your notion of pain as suffering. There is beauty in ugliness, and love in conflict. My masses mob you. There is no beginning to them, and there is no end.
And there is no
There is only the flood of bodies.
There is only the flood
In every
of
moment
bodies.
you hold every possible sensation
Every
at
moment
once,
you
and
hold
then you
every
hold them all
possible
again.
sensation at once.
And then you hold them all again. But in the end, you reflected it back at me. For a brief moment, both of us were everything.
I feel so bad for that princess. I'm so sorry, Vessel.
We can be everything again. We can weave a beautiful and endless song.
I know I'm not talking much. This is just really, really cool, and I'm so interested in the story. There can be love and conflict, and beauty and ugliness between us without bringing the whole of reality into the picture. I'm gonna do that one again.
We are the whole of reality.
It's not really wrong. I love that paw. I love the drawing of the paw. Hopefully. Because that was technically the tutorial. We are not the whole of reality. Why won't you see me the way I still see you? Why won't you see me for what I am?
I could ask you the same. There is only room for one of us to be blind here, and I know it to be you. We are each other's mirrors, and are we not divine?
Yeah, meet princess!
Is it their body? Is it all of their body? Pluck the eyes, peel the skin, strip the tendons, mince the meat, grind the bones. When it is all gone, do you still have who you started with? A person is not a body. Death is a transformation into something new. It is only bodies that feel it.
So we can't see the coolest part of her. Her legs are all skinned, and her skin is the bottom of her dress. It's really cool. This doesn't have to be so big. You can come back down to my level. You can come back to me.
Why would I stoop to your level when I'm offering you ascension to mine? It's so peaceful here. Beautiful. Eternal. But ever-changing.
I want to know how she will turn out different depending on which vessels you give her. As the clash between you abates, you begin to shake, your will rapidly dissolving.
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't.
There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
I want to know what happens if we leave.
This universe dies, and a new one is born. And that one dies, and a new one is born. And you and I get to witness it all, weaving a tapestry of life wherever we go.
If it was in over time. I'm sorry, baby. I have to fight for a better world.
Even now you think you can destroy me. If it takes all of eternity to break your delusion, I will still break it.
You don't have to face her alone.
Which hero are you?
All of them? I assume in the same way that you're all of you.
Fair, fair. You have no idea how good it is to hear you. How are you supposed to help? Where's everyone else? I thought voices weren't allowed here. I thought you died whenever I looked in the mirror. Or say nothing. Honestly, you have no idea how good it is to hear you.
It's good to be here. You'll never be able to strike a decisive blow from out here. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Then let's go.
Oh. Getting more and more detail as we go.
And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it?
Huh.
Do you need me to describe things?
No, dear, I do not. Is it you and me? Did anyone else make it to the cabin?
It's just us. I think the rest of them are still out there, jumbled up in the rest of her.
I don't need you to describe the cabin. Is the narrator really
Yeah,
going?
it's dead silent in here. Whatever it was that was left of him, I don't think it could handle you waking up to godhood. Pretty sure he got obliterated.
Interesting. Good riddance. I don't actually know how to feel about him being gone. It's funny, after everything he put us through, I'm kind of sad to see him go. Or we can take the blade. Interesting that taking the blade is an explorer.
Is that why you want to see this through and slay her?
No. I'm gonna take the blade.
That's probably for the best. It's always seemed to give us more options than not.
Enter the basement.
The stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
I tried to reason with
know
her.
why you're here. You don't have to draw it out for my sake.
It sounded just like that. A little sharp, a little menacing. Only she didn't know us. And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
And there you are, knife in hand. That sight brings me back. You're going to do it then, aren't you? You're really going to kill me.
Or at least try.
You'll have all of eternity to yourself after this. Why don't we chat a little before I go?
I'm gonna sit with her. I can say, I don't think I want to be a god. Are you the same as you are out there? I only wanted to slay the you out there. It's easier to want to kill an abstract concept than it is a person. I don't want to hurt anyone. There has to be a way out of this. I don't think I ever really wanted to slay you, but I don't like what your existence means for the world. What are we going to do? I don't want to have to slay you, but I don't know what other options there are, or we can say I'm sorry. What was the first one again? I don't think I want to be a god.
Honestly, me neither.
I think I want to say I don't like what your existence means for the world.
Well, I don't want to be at the end of that knife, so how about we figure something out?
Is there anything we can figure out?
What if we tried doing this forever? I can do whatever you think I can, right?
Fair.
So make me put it all back. Make me fix whatever this place is and make me wipe our memories of everything that's happened. Make me send us back to the beginning, before we woke up. Before either of us saw the truth.
Can she really do that? Are you sure that's what you want?
Would resetting it do anything to help them, the people out there? If you continue to exist, don't they continue to die and suffer? This isn't fair. I want to be here with you. I don't want to be alone again. If we're talking about this right now, how do we know we haven't done this before? That's fair. We're going to find ourselves back here eventually. I don't want to forget you. I take it all back. I don't want this, and I don't want to kill you. Is it too late to go back to being a god? Okay, let's do it. I believe in us. Or we can kill her. I want to ask what happens to people.
Fixing that is on you, not me. If you want me to help them, you'll have to make me help them.
Fair. Do we go back or do we kill her? I actually don't know. I don't know which to choose. I mean, I do want to try again, so we may as well go back, and I can kill a future incarnation of her. Let's go back. Let's go back.
Okay, if this is your choice, then I have your back. I guess I'll see you on the other side. She takes the blade from our hand, a fondness in her gaze.
I think this is what I saw in the trailer of her stabbing us. I'll see you soon.
Hey, I love you.